Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me again today. Man, today we gonna get into a little BYU talk, man, and just get ready for this happy hour Friday. Man, I already got my drink. Oh, man. You need to get yours, man. Be slapping. Anyway. Corso, you ready, man? I'm ready, man. Let's get it. Let's hit it one time. This is for the sippers, baby. All right. BYU, man. BYU's 5-5 right now, man. Before the season started, I knew that they was probably going to end up going through a few struggles here and there, man, but I didn't think it was going to be like this, man. Injuries, and then lack of depth, all those things has contributed to them having, just a 500 season. They started off strong, came out, put hands all over Arkansas. I was like, okay, we got something here. Then won a few other games, man, and then all of a sudden, the season started taking a toll on them, and down they went, man. I think they got tooted and booted by West Virginia and Iowa State. Iowa State did them dirty as well, man. Man. Got in that ass, something terrible. So the last time we met BYU was in 2009. That was the Sam Bradford game where he got hurt on his shoulder. Dang, that was devastating. I remember that game, man. I remember sitting there just deflated, man. Just devastated. We had such high hopes, going into that season that we was going to make that national title run, and it didn't happen, man. Like I said, BYU's not very good right now at this moment, but there's a lot of teams, out here struggling, trying to make that transition. They coming from an independent to Power 5, Houston, Cincinnati, and who's those other fools? Man, I done lost my damn UCF. They all struggling, trying to find their way. UCF, though, put on those little baby blue uniforms and put it on Oklahoma State, man. Put it on their ass, I'm telling you. So with all that being said, BYU, man, even though I feel sorry for y'all, we owe y'all ass whooping for what y'all did to Sam, man. We can't let that shit slide. So just go ahead and toot it up and get ready. Let's see. Like I said, the lack of depth is one of the main issues, and along with injuries. We was kind of wondering. I even spoke on it a little bit on my season preview when I was doing the preseason season preview. I was concerned with all of those teams transitioning into the Big 12 on how they was going to be able to hold up against the schedule. No, the Big 12, even in a down year, it's still rough, man. When if you only go, one deep, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble, man. You know what I mean? You got to be at least 2 deep, and in some positions, 3 deep, So, yeah, it's rough. Now, Keaton Slovis, man. I already told y'all before the season even started when I found out that he transferred to BYU that me personally, I don't know what they thought was finna happen. I mean, maybe looking now back at their roster, that might have been the best move they could have made, I guess. But he wasn't. He was pretty decent at USC. He had a little window of time there where he was showing out. But after that, lost his job there, transferred to Pitt. Didn't do a whole lot there. Following Kenny Pickett. People was expecting him to go in there and do something, but not me. And then now here at BYU, I mean, there seems to be a theme for USC quarterbacks, if you ask me. I mean, JT Daniels, Keaton Slovis, you name it. I mean, Jackson Dart is doing okay at Ole Miss. But anyway, they have a good left tackle on their offensive line. I can't even remember his name. He's Polynesian. He's going to be probably a late first round, early second round draft pick, and he's a good player. But everybody else outside of that, straight booty. Yep, straight booty. They got some decent cornerbacks, but I mean, man, those guys can't hold up very long. I mean, the offense ain't been very productive. They've been struggling to run the ball all season. Kind of like us, but we seem to have found us a little something. But yeah, it's been a real struggle for them, running the ball. The backup quarterback is who's been playing, but I expect Slovis to be back, probably tomorrow. Try to give it a go. If not, the backup quarterback, he's more of a runner. He can't really throw the ball very well. So. I mean, we faced a lot of running quarterbacks this season, so I don't see any issues. I mean, we've been tested as far as different styles of quarterbacks. We've been tested, pretty good. So I expect our defense to go out there and have a good day, man. I mean, their offense, I believe, is last in the Big 12, if not last. I mean, pretty damn close to last. They haven't been able to score the ball very much. I don't even know how many points they average in over the last few games, but it ain't very many. A couple of those games, single digits. So yeah, I expect our defense to come out and make it do what it do. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's get it. All right. We'll be talking about what Oklahoma needs to do. So first of all, let's start off with my boy Jeffrey. Man, I'm digging Jeffrey right now. Jeffrey showed his ass last game, man. Let's see if he can follow it up with another great performance. I mean, it might look a little weird. I mean, because tell you the truth, man, we should be able to go out there and name our number. But at the same time, you got to deal with the elevation. So he's going to have to substitute, a little more frequently, or should I say, Emmett Jones, DeMarco Murray, Bill Beatonbowl, those guys, man, they gotta stay on top of that. Just peek over there and see who's out of breath, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that elevation gonna be in somebody's ass, better believe. And because that elevation's real. Yeah, so we gonna see if Jeff can put back-to-back performances together, man. He ain't done it yet this season, really. So we'll see. We'll see what he can do, man. He got to come out there, man. We need to feed Sawchuk. We need to feed Tyree if he's gonna play. Now this game is when DeMarco should be running out Smothers and Hicks and Marcus Major. Those guys, they should see some game tomorrow, man. This game should be well out of hand by halftime. If everything goes properly. And we need to see Jeff control the pace of this game. You can come out, go fast, wear them boys out, for a series or two. Then you need to come in and maybe slow it down a little bit. Because we should be able to impose our will. They got a tough task ahead of them, man. I'm serious, man. They not very good. They just don't have the pieces to really give us problems. Like, now they might bust our ass a couple of times with a few trick plays here and there, but this game should be well out of hand by halftime. And if not by half, right after half. You should be able to sub in quite a few people. So yeah, we want to see more substitutions coming in the game. Like I said, you've been doing it when you didn't need to. Now you can. Let's see if they do it. Or are they going to go the complete opposite? We're going to also see if Drizzy can keep it going. If Drizzy Drake can go out there and put up another third game in a row, we'll see what he can do. I expect Nick Anderson to shine, Farouk, all those guys. And I would like to see them continue to get Austin the ball about 3 times, That'd be nice to see Stogner, get 3 more catches, man. I mean, the man ain't got but maybe 15 catches on the season, if that. We'll just see. And I also want to see how sharp this defense can stay, man. Because, like I said, they should be able to go out there and turn loose. We should see our defensive line pop off for real. I expect to see at least 2 sacks from the defensive line, a couple from the linebackers. Speaking of linebackers, we're going to see, Danny go out there. And it's a different defense when Danny's in there. And we'll see what they can do. And Kanik need to come out there and put something out there, man. And he should be very confident. They run a pretty vanilla-ass offense. So I expect Kanik to not be too confused out there. So he should be able to shine. And we know Kip Lewis and Kobe McKenzie and all those boys should be able to get in there and put in some work. Let's see. Yeah, I want to see the young guys, get out there and get some run, man. You know what I'm saying? Our defensive backs, let's see some of those young guys come out there and get some run. I want to see Josiah Wagner. I want to see, I don't know if how Makari Vickers is doing. He got kind of bent up, folded up like a chair. I was like, damn. But anyway, we'll see what those guys looking like. Jacoby Johnson will probably get in there and do something. So, yeah, you'll probably see a lot of experimenting tomorrow on offense and on defense. Plays that the coaches been wanting to run, but just didn't have the balls to do it, or the situation wasn't right, whatever the case might be. But so even though we might see some crazy ass shit, man, don't get too mad about it, man. Hell, I won't even be mad if they run the jet sweep tomorrow, man. I think we'll be able to go out there and pretty much do whatever we want to do without much resistance on both sides of the ball. So, yeah, they come out and take care of business, bring in the subs, experiment a little bit with the play calling, try that play that you've been scared to run, and see what it do. But other than that, I ain't got too much more on the game. Marcus Hicks decided that he wanted to enter the transfer portal. That young man there is a team player, man. That guy has went from defense to offense, back to defense. He just tried to get in where he could fit in, man. And ultimately, injuries, slowed him down as well. I wish him nothing but the best wherever he ends up landing, man. Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate you, brother. Other than that, man, you already know. Get your drink, hit it one time for me. And y'all be safe out there, man, especially if you're traveling up to Utah. Sipping Sooner, an old raggedy-ass Corso. We out of this bitch. Peace.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stop.